What's up, guys? My name is God King Toro, one of the developers for Orake. Decided to do a face cam because I know a lot of people you remember me over the years, and time to put a face to the name. I'm going to show you how to get things rolling and creating your own local host server. This is a local server, not a private server. No one else can connect to it unless they are on the local network. I've not tried to run it like a LAN party server. It'll probably work just fine because it is still local, but your results may vary. So, in the Discord, you're going to receive a link for the download for the game files, what you need to run the server. There will also be a link to the GitHub, which I'll go ahead and pull up here. This is the source code. When you want to download the source code, download the zip. Make a fork right here of your own, and you can start creating edits, anything like that. But you will still need to download the source code and need a Visual Basic 6 editor in order to actually create the executables after you've made your changes. My Windows bricked itself, so everything's a fresh install, so I'm not signed in or anything. This is going to be very basic. So I personally did never code it with the GitHub. That was Gooby. I like to do the coding in the Visual Basic editor. So we got the Orake Classic master here. This is the source code. So we're just going to jump into the server 1 source code. Ignore all of these. Here we are. So there's a whole bunch of different modules. There's also forms that pop up. I downloaded a fresh download just before recording this video of the source code, and it's actually already bricked. It is because I am on Windows 11 for some reason. Windows 11 is just too new for Visual Basic. Visual Basic is a Windows XP, Windows Vista era coding language. It's not used anymore. So when I downloaded this and tried to make a test of getting everything working, it took me about 14 hours straight to try and get a working version, only to find out it was because I was on Windows 11. Zach downloaded the code on Windows 10, worked just fine. So your results may vary. It may just be my machine, but I am on a fresh install of Windows and it does not work. But in this mod extra TCP here is the code we are looking for. You scroll down just a little bit and you've got your IP address. Right now it says localhost. It's already set up for you guys, so those of you who are not coders, programmers, and know nothing about this kind of stuff, you're good. You don't need to do this. But if you wanted to set it up for a private server or host it on like an actual like paid host, you would need to change this localhost right here to the IP address for that. So since that's not where we're going today, that's all we really need of the source code right now. So we're not going to save anything. We are just going to go back. So back to my downloads folder. I've already unzipped these. Save some time. You got main server is where we're going to start. Run this application right here. Give it a couple seconds. We'll move this over. Go back up. Server 1. This is the actual server that players connect to. Don't try and move this window or click anything until you see this running time change to an actual number. It will go into it not responding. Windows may even crash it. It just saves you time. Don't touch it. Timer's running. I'll show you guys things you can do here as soon as we get in and play on a client. So we've got Orake Classic as well as the dev suite. I'll show you a couple things in the dev suite, but right now we just need the main game. I already created a test account here, so we're just going to log in. Got our player right here. And this player already has dev access. I'll show you how to do that here in a second. So let's move the client over. And as you can see back on our server, this is a player who's logged in. You can right click on him, you can ban, kick, whatever, but I just made him an admin like that. You see in the game client, you have been granted administrator access. Obviously, he's already got it. So back to the game client. Oh, I don't mean to make that smaller. Run around, do your own thing. If you hit F6 on your keyboard, this opens the client, standard game client, GM panel. For moderators, you can just warn, kick, mute, whatever. Mappers, this one's really cool. You can open up the map report. This is every map in the game. So let's go to floor 26. Wow, any of you guys who did the dungeon skill recognize this place. There's also, well, let's just pick, yeah, actually, we can go to a blank map if we really wanted to. There's nothing happening here. It's just blank. If you hold shift and right click, you can warp tiles. Looks really freaky to people who are not mappers, but... And admins have the ability to click on a player, choose a number between 1 and 6, 1 being basic, 6 being full admin, set access, and also permaban. You know, click a player, permaban them. Super simple. So that's about all we need from the main client. Let's go ahead and open the dev suite. In order to log into the dev suite, you need to have a minimum of, not moderator, admin access. If you do not have admin access, mapper access, if you do not have mapper access, you cannot log into the dev suite. So log into the main client, give yourself with the server dev access, and you're good. Now the dev suite is not pretty. The UI is very broken on it. It was never meant to be pretty. It's meant for this purpose right here, these editors. So you've got map editors where you can remap, redraw tiles. You got editors for items. You can change everything about every single item in the game here. Not going to go into big details on it. Explore a little bit. You can mess it up, but there's always a fresh copy that you could just re-download. All of your changes right here, all of these small nitty-gritty details are saved in the game files. In the event that you mess something up irreparably, wipe the slate, download a fresh copy. So we're done with that, and as you can see, UI is not great. So we're just going to open Task Manager, give it a second here, and just kill the dev suite. Doesn't always work like that. I'm on an ultra-wide monitor, which is why the layout of this video has my camera in the bottom corner and my desktop on the top. For whatever reason, I have no idea what I'm doing in OBS. It doesn't like ultra-wide. I know I don't need advice on how to fix it. I am probably never going to record anything like this again. But that's the basics there. Once you have your main server and your server 1 set up, you're good to go. Connect a client, grab a laptop or a sibling's computer, friend's computer, whatever. You can try and run a LAN party. If you want to attempt to run something more than just a local client, you will also need to get in touch with your ISP and enable certain ports. Trust me, I tried it. My ISP did not want to enable those ports. No idea. Your results may vary. But that's about it, guys. I want to thank you for playing and supporting us. The game's been around for almost 10 years now. I personally believe that giving it all to you guys is the best end of life we could do. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for playing, and I hope you enjoy the game on your own for many years to come. Thank you.